Hey, but I loved Kittickers. Ah, I also loved Bit too. Is he dead? Silas is dead, isn't he? Aha! Like, even without any experience, just my first impression is probably 3D model. There's a yeah, maybe not like a filter, but I'm gonna look up a reference. Uh, Pouting chibi with lipstick. My coffee tea is still horrifically hot. Lips. And one. I need like a pouty, even annoyed look. You turned my men into pigs. All I did was reveal their true forms. Mm. I am going to be stuck here for the rest of my life. But that's okay. I don't understand the structure of lips. And the only way to fix that would be to draw a lot of lips. Challenge on its own. You can never be a cult. All I wanna do is watch Boss Man Jack. But I can't. My watch is telling me that I'm stressed. Taken out of context. I mean, but why would an ad read go into such detail anyhow? $20,000? What's a little human trafficking? I don't know. This app doesn't make too much sense. You give them your social security number, they somehow use your identity to traffic humans. And then you gotta like manage your trafficked humans on an app. I don't know. Oh wait, I already read this video. Or already watched. I just remember him talking about Ching. You believe I actually played Counter-Strike for like 2 minutes once. I just remember I was on some yacht map. Then I remembered can't shoot. And then I installed that shit. I don't know. I think I can feel the twist already. That the first match, the voice chat is all fake, or maybe the entire game is kind of fake and the story is actually just about the people that you hear. Do I need to play multiplayer games so that I can make friends? 'Cause I've never made a friend in my life, it seems. I feel like the audio right there was a bit jarring. It feels like such old slang now. Kind of similar to crash out, I guess. Are you feeling so tilted? I don't know. I don't know how I would use that in a sentence, but I know what it means. But when are facts ever stopped anyone from flaming, acting meanly? Another instance where I think the audio mixing could have been adjusted a little bit. I mean, it felt very dramatic, but just a bit overwhelming. Alright. That's how much I'll get done drawing today. Next time I'll start trying to work on the clothes a bit, which will be their own sort of hell. But what is art if not hell? Always. Oh, play detective game. Alright, when we left off yesterday, I think we had started and then started investigating the mansion where another victim died. I think the second victim then of the Nail Man murders. The first victim was a guy in a casino. This is the second victim, I think some woman in her mansion, or a guy, I don't remember. The third victim was some woman in an art gallery, and then the fourth victim, which is the current case, is... I think a woman in a clock tower, and every single murder is a locked room mystery, which is the notable mysterious aspect. And okay. And I guess the other notable aspect is that a boy's father, someone who was asked to go fix the clock tower, is being potentially framed as the murderer because we're in this town. It is being run by a private semi-military body that is, they call themselves the Peacekeepers, and they control everything. And they detained the father, the person who was out to fix the clock tower, and claimed that he was the suspect. Or I mean, like, I guess anyone could be a suspect, but they claimed that he was the Nail Man.
Yank by Gam says, thanks you for your blessing word, Potato Toto.
I will try to bless you. I have no holy power whatsoever, and any blessing I give may even bring upon you misfortune, but I'll certainly try. Apparently you've been here before, because it's not saying this is your first message. However, I do not remember you. Alright, last time you talked was in 2023. Welcome back. I don't know how I summoned you, but welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you are having a good day. What was I saying? Oh, okay. Well, because in this... Oh, the Nail Man. Okay, the person behind this murder.
Oh, don't worry about it. I figure you won't remember me.
It's okay. Good thing Twitch has that little handy thing where I can see your past messages. But I guess the interesting fact is that the murderer here, the Nail Man, is considered an urban legend because the way that you summon him is you write someone's name on a piece of paper, and then you nail that piece of paper to a doll, which I believe is supposed to have the likeness of the person you want killed, and then you put that doll in a forest behind a specific church. Alright, so that's like the urban legend of the Nail Man. And so the people of this oppressed town kind of consider the Nail Man as a savior or a method of salvation. So the Peacekeepers, which is the military, semi-military, I don't want to, like, because the way the government and all works is very confusing, but the controlling body of this town, the Peacekeepers, they, well, kind of North Korea-ish, where North Korea-ish in that no one can leave this Kanai ward, will, like, the train station is deserted. I think the only things that come in are imports and exports, which is another mystery that I'm sure we are going to cover, because despite no one being allowed in or out, they are doing construction work on the train station, and we questioned some of the staff, and they mentioned imports and exports. So that's curious, it's curious. Alright, so the Peacekeeper is framed an innocent guy. And I can imagine why. Like, on one hand, they probably want to ease the fears of the types of people that the Nailman is killing. You know, they don't want them to panic. But on the other hand, they probably want to snuff the hope of the lower people who see the Nailman as a savior. Alright, so it is curious, it is curious. I am kind of looking forward to how solving this case might change the dynamics of the city. But for this to happen, I must investigate. I gotta figure out how everyone died, and I gotta really try hard not to fall asleep. Because my kryptonite is that I love words, I love mysteries, I love stories. But I fall asleep very easily. Even now, I was drawing for an hour and 40 minutes, and I was just listening to YouTube videos, and I was fine. I was not sleepy. But I boot up this game, and I start reading these words.
Yank by Dam says, go to sleep.
That is, you know, that is probably the most common thing that every single person in my chat ever tells me. Bitch, go to sleep. It's not bedtime. I just get hypnotized by visual novels, and I just want to sleep when I start playing them, and it's not fair. I want to play. I do. I want to learn the mysteries. Okay. I gotta turn the volume up on the game. Oh dear. Ah, my teeth achy. Which one of these is settings? La la la.
Oh, this is looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good.
Yeah. Look at this little town. Okay. They're not saying anything. I'm not deaf. They are just not saying anything. Meaning they won't help us with the case. Okay, the books are hopeless. Why did I look at them? Because I wanted to. Excuse me. Check area near the hallway. Check around the entrance. The vent. Someone snuck in through this vent.
There is a vent, but it's too small for a person to fit through.
Says you.
And it's also screwed shut from the inside. It seems impossible to remove.
That's what you always say. But
What's this now? Master, I discovered something. There are marks in the gap between the vents, like something scraped against it.
I think this is cheating. I'm using my contracted death god ghost to find clues in the murder room. Okay, so something scrapped. Okay, I see the scratches now. They're like faint scratches in like the middle area. So I can imagine some kind of thread or rope being thrown over and used somehow. Maybe to unlock the door, or maybe to lock the door. Some kind of mechanism started here.
Really? But given your height, you couldn't see it even if you stood on a chair.
Yank by Dam says, so you like playing type of investigation game?
I do. Mostly because I really love detective shows and books and mystery things as well, but mostly because I like to feel smart. And that is entirely feeling. I'm not smart, and usually I end up having to look up guides. But I would like to train my brain. So I go into these games with the type of, I want to try and become smarter. Because I don't think I'm ever gonna become a real life detective or investigator. So this is my best bet. I usually overthink things a lot. I played Nirvana Initiative That was the last game I played, and I got stuck on every single puzzle because I was overthinking everything. And it makes me wonder if I had set it to hard, maybe it would have been easier on me. Because the puzzles were both interestingly complex, but at the same time very, very simple. Like they would say the answer, and I would be like, "That's not the answer."
Halara, can you use that chair to peek into the vent?
Why? Okay. Alara is double our height, and you gotta ask her to use the chair.
I will do so for 10,000 Xian.
Yeah, you do it yourself, Yuma. Also, statistics-wise, Yuma is 4'11" and around 95 pounds. He is a stunted little potato. He's a stunted baby potato. And this girl is charging us 5 million Xian just to be our assistant. I shudder to think how much she would cost to be the normal thing. Actually, she said she was charging 5 million to just be the detective, but then when we agreed, she was like, "Ah, but actually you have to solve it because the framed suspect's child asked us for help." Well, actually, he asked her, but she refused because she said she needed money.
You're charging me for it?
I jest.
Ah, you joke. I didn't know you could joke. Legitimately, I did not know that was in your abilities.
Marks in the vent seem to be left by strings rubbing against it.
Okay, well that's what our ghost said.
Did someone hitch a string to it or something?
I don't think hitch a string to it would be accurate. I would say maybe...
By damn sis. I didn't know she even human that she can joke.
You didn't even know she was human? Well, humanity is another question, but I legitimately did not expect her to make a joke. Meanwhile, the ghost thing makes lots of jokes, but they're never funny.
It shouldn't even be visible from your perspective. I'm surprised you noticed.
Now that is a diss upon me and my generations.
Oh, it was just a hunch.
Yeah, I can't tell anyone about the ghost I have that's giving me cheats.
See? I told you I'm useful. I do way
Gank
more
by
than
damn
just float
sis.
around.
Have you tell the ghost that?
What, that she's not funny? I've asked her to stop many things many times, but she doesn't listen to me. I'm outside of their world.
You should give me 10,000 Xian as a reward.
Gank by damn sis. She not little funny guy.
I'm getting a headache.
Yuma, I'm getting a headache too. Yuma, I think I already have a headache actually. Alright, we got a new solution key. Mansion. That has evidence that a string or something similar scraped against the gap in it. Alright, what else? Oh, something I haven't been doing. I'm stupid. I have not been looking at the past.
This is...
So, the door to the study. We left it open just in case.
I'll...
Alright, so Halara has the power of post-cognition. And I have been forgetting to use her power to see what the crime scene looked like in the past. We have to hold her hand to activate her power.
The crime scene of the murder is vividly brought to life before us.
Why are you scared?
It all happens in silence, as though awakening from an eternal slumber.
But we got our pink blood.
But the corpse will never wake up again.
Nope.
Even if the corpse did awaken, the nails pinning him down would prevent him from rising.
Uh-huh.
The door is the only entrance and exit to the room.
Uh-huh.
There are no windows and the vent is small. Maybe the doll nailed to the wall holds the answer to this bizarre mystery.
Maybe. He's always very strangely
Welcome,
poetic.
sis. Keep up the good work.
I'm not even pretending to work now.
Be locked with a key. However, there is only the master key. No spares exist. The scenario resembles the locked room mystery in the casino. We can disregard the possibility of a duplicate key.
don't want to disregard any possibility of anything, but
Master
okay.
key was found in this room at the time of discovery.
And how are you knowing about that?
This is also similar to the locked room mystery in the secret club.
But there is one difference. The key was found underneath the corpse.
Under the corpse?
Post-cognition isn't all-powerful, but it's a fact that the key was found under the corpse.
But like, how am I supposed to trust that? You're trying to just solve some little plot hole by just making me trust you?
I have a crime scene photo taken back then in my jacket pocket.
And how did you get your hands on that, ma'am?
No detail has slipped past my effort.
Right.
Oh my god, you dig it in her boot pocket? Wrong one.
Huh? What's this?
Wait, not that one. I meant the other photo. This one's unrelated to the case.
She's blushing. We found her secret cat pictures.
Oh, this is it. But can this photo be trusted?
The peacekeepers acknowledged the incident occurred. After all, it would be more...
That's true.
No, that's expected.
Was that
Is that really all it takes to please you?
Also, I drew a sketch of the room's state on the back. Remember it well.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm supposed to remember how this room looks. Maybe is each triangle a doll? I'm not gonna remember this, but I can attempt to, but desk is to the left, door is to the right, doll is south. There.
But why a sketch? Also, what was with that cat photo anyway?
Alright. We got a new solution key. The key to the mansion's study was underneath the corpse. We got a mission plan. Okay.
That's...
Alright, nothing different in the past. Okay. Well, I forgot to look in the post-cognition. Okay, we got more dolls. We got the doll on the wall, the important one. It is unique looking. Looks a ginger.
Comparatively, there was a nearly obnoxious number of dolls nailed to the walls in the other crime scenes. Maybe there was no room to nail them to the walls because of all the bookshelves in the way? Wait, this doll has both eyes gouged out. Did the culprit do this on purpose?
But it's kinda creepy cute. You know, this doll seems made of cheaper materials compared to the other ones.
Okay, I'm thinking. So part of the urban legend of the Nail Man is that you're supposed to write down the name of the person that you want killed, nail it to a doll, and then I think generally place it in the forest behind the church, or maybe nail it to a tree in the forest behind the church. Point being, I think the person that wants the murder to happen has to provide a doll. And this could be a hint as to who requested the murder. Could be a hint that they are very, very not well off if this doll is made of cheaper material. So there's my theory crafting. We'll see how that works out.
Right, like it's made of resin instead of porcelain. The texture looks cheap, but also more durable.
Too bad it doesn't have eyeballs.
The eye holes are connected to each other in the head cavity. It's like that darkness is staring into me.
I don't know. I don't see anything staring into me because there are no eyeballs.
Huh? There's a mark on the edge of the eye holes near the nose. Looks like a string rubbed against it. How did this mark get here?
Did he like thread some? Oh, okay, so that was on purpose. I just kind of thought that was wear and tear, but could the killer have thread a string inside of the head cavity for some reason? I mean, I cannot imagine why, but some reason. Alright, bookshelf.
I see.
Okay, nothing was different with the bookshelf. From the past to the present. What else? Check around the painting specifically. Look at the past. La la la, there's dolls on the floor. Is there anything special about the painting?
What does that mean?
It appears.
Halara is claiming that the tilted position is not relevant to the case. Unfortunate. Alright, there's another bookshelf, but both of them are saying that it is unrelated to the case. Dolls on the floor.
Oh,
Several dolls have been nailed to the floor. After the clock tower and the secret club, this makes 3. It doesn't make it any less creepy though.
Beats me.
Now's not the time to show fear. Investigate thoroughly and find the clues to solve this case. Right.
I see.
The dolls have nothing in common, and I don't see any unusual markings either.
It appears.
Nothing to do with the case then. We got some stacked books on the desk. 2 extraordinarily thick books are placed on the desk. It doesn't look like the books are stacked.
GUH.
Yeah. Welcome to your nightmare. Or welcome to your sleep time lullaby. It doesn't look like the bodies were stacked when the body was found. The peacekeepers must have stacked them. Good grief, what a bunch of amateurs. I mean, they don't really care about actually solving murder, so why would they care about preserving it?
I do like detective game too, but so far seeing this I am very confused. Danganronpa detective game.
Yeah, so it is made by the makers of Danganronpa. I don't believe that there is a connection story or character-wise. However, I don't know. It could be the future world of Danganronpa. Considering how, you know, how like weird and twisted the world of Danganronpa is, this could be future. It's unlikely to be past because there are not many futuristic elements, but it's definitely more modern than not. We haven't gotten cell phones though, but we do have drones holding cameras. But yeah, so it is made by the makers of the Danganronpa games, Spike Chunsoft, and it is, as you can see, very like, well, 1-to-1 inspired by the style of Danganronpa. Danganronpa did have one 3D game. The style of this one is even more Danganronpa than that game. But I think solely because back then, the 2D, 3D style was a bit less developed. But I mean, I like both of them. It was, Danganronpa, the girl something? God damn it. Which one was it? Danganronpa 3D shooter. Ultra Despair Girls. Okay. So Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls was the 3D actual Danganronpa series game. This one is not, as far as I know, connected to the Danganronpa storyline. But yes, it is that art style. And we even got our pink blood. But don't get too confused. It's probably not connected. Alright, should I look at anything in the present? They don't, no one cares, okay.
Sit down right here.
Do you want me to sit down, or are you just spouting bullshit? I haven't even looked at the corpse. No, I did look at the corpse. Okay, I'll look at the corpse in the past. Alright, beware. Now it's the actual corpse. He was also strangled, it seems.
The cause of
3 for
death
3.
appears to be strangulation as well.
And he also has the scratch marks showing that he struggled.
Unlike the others, there are rope marks around the neck and traces of a struggle. Oh, but on a closer look,
Alright, what's unique here is that he has a strange scratch.
there's a mark left by a thin string on the back of his neck.
Alright, so this is probably
By
part...
MSS. The most important clue of murder forgot look the corpse.
I was distracted. But yeah, okay, so we're getting a thin string mark. I'm going to assume that this is probably part of whatever mechanism made this a locked door murder. Because, like, a bigger part of the mystery... Okay, we know how the person died. Well, in a general sense, we know they were strangled. But a big part of the question is, how did the murderer leave the room locked? And I'm gonna strongly think that this is some part of it.
It couldn't have been the rope that was used to strangle him. The thickness is completely different.
Yank by Dam says. Wasn't he also got nailed too?
Yeah. He also is nailed down.
Types of string marks on the body. Was he strangled twice?
I do not think he was strangled twice. I think that this string is part of the mechanism that left the door locked, yet left the key underneath his body.
Even then, it'd be odd to only have marks behind his neck.
Anyway, it's an important.
Because remember, so the body was nailed down, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Around the 9 nails were used to nail him down, and the key to the room was behind him, or under him.
The victim is a well-built man, approximately 30 years old. The corpse here is also covered in nails. His appendages and
Yank by
chest are
Dam
all
says.
nailed to the floor.
Really nailing it.
His death was really metal.
The owner of this mansion made his fortune in real estate from an early age.
Okay, he was a real estate mogul. Why did the people want him dead?
But along with aggressive land sharks, illicit transactions, he made shady deals with Amaterasu Corp.
Alright. So far it's 2 for 2 for shady people being the ones to die. The first victim of the Nailman was a casino owner. The second one here is a real estate mogul who was involved with shady deals with Amaterasu Corp. Also, some background is that Amaterasu Corp killed nearly all the other people that tried to make it to this town to start investigating the town's mysteries. Because not only did 4 of my teammates get killed on the way here, apparently there were a lot of other full teams that had been sent through various different methods, and only 4 others survived.
There are several reasons he'd be hated. A doll with his name on it was bound to be nailed in the church forest.
I wonder how the person who cursed him feels now that he's actually dead.
Good question.
Perhaps they feel no responsibility. They just hopped on the urban legend bandwagon.
Is that really the case? Wait, this is odd.
Did you find something?
Look closely. The length of the nails driven into the corpse are all slightly different.
Okay, that is curious.
It's how hard they were hammered in.
Could the person have been losing strength? And I guess it also depends where they started. So either it's very purposeful or an accident. And I guess it also...
Dam says. Or he in the rush.
Also possible, sure. But it makes you wonder if it also has something to do with the locked room mechanism, because the key was hidden behind his, under him in the upper back area, and as you can see, the ones closer to the head are all hammered in less. It makes me question, how long are they? How long is each nail, and whether the ones up here are also like nailed into the floor or not?
The nails driven into the lower torso went through the body and into the floor.
Yes.
But the nails in the upper torso did not penetrate all the way through the body.
Okay.
But why would the culprit not hammer the nails in as hard on the upper body?
That's not the only unnatural thing. Take a look at the blood.
Okay, this is an interesting fact. So the blood on the upper torso, you see that it's dripped down. Meanwhile, the blood on the nails on the lower torso, they're kind of like generally like just expanding outward. So that makes me think that the nails in the upper body were done while he was hung upwards, and then the ones in the lower body were when he was laid down. But you can see that there's still a lot of blood splattered around his legs and stuff. But where was he hung is the question.
The nail wounds on the lower torso appear to be bleeding sideways, but the upper torso wounds are bleeding vertically down toward his waist.
See, that's not something that I really paid attention to at first. I'm a bad detective.
The blood flows differently between the upper and lower body?
Maybe the upper and lower torsos are different people, and they were smushed together after death.
No, you've been playing too much Nirvana Initiative.
I wonder whoever have waste their time doing that.
Well, I mean, why would they waste their time murdering someone in the first place, huh? I don't think it was a waste of time. I think he probably had some reason.
That's disturbing.
Alright. We got one solution key. The blood from the nails stuck in the upper and lower body of the corpse seemed to be flowing in different directions. Okay. Oh, I think I've investigated every part of the body. But you know what I didn't look at? This fish tank. Aw. But I was gonna investigate the fish tank.
That's true.
There are fish in the tank. Aw, they're looking pretty bad.
Yeah.
Are you gonna save the fish? Oh, okay, look, a projector.
That's right. That's right.
Very well.
I'm too short, Halara, please help. The projector is pretty dusty.
There is indeed a fish in a tank.
Are you trying to send me a secret signal? I see multiple fish. Let's see how it was in the past. Alright, not related to the case.
Fish.
Did she say it wrong? Or did he say something wrong? There are fish in the tank. Hey, fish and fish are the plural and singular versions of the word. What do you mean? There's a huge tank here, but there aren't any fish inside. Oh, okay. It's because living things can't be seen through post-cognition. It's not that there were never fish here, and like, it's not that there weren't fish here when the person was killed. It's just that Halara's power doesn't allow you to see anything that's alive. Oh look, there's like at least 3 fish. And we're gonna leave them here to die.
Let's check every nook and cranny.
Alright, I finished investigating this. Next is the art gallery for the second to last murder.
Enough evidence. Though it appears complicated at first glance, the answer is simple.
Huh? Halara, did you already solve the locked room mystery?
And you're not gonna tell us, are you?
What? You haven't?
There's no way to solve it with what we have. How was the room locked?
It's unfit for one detective to ask another that question. For the sake of your own pride, you must figure it out.
God damn it.
Unless you'd like to hire me to do it for you. It won't come cheap.
I'm already 5 million in debt to you.
Figure it out myself.
It's really all about the money with Helara.
The longer I'm with Helara, the deeper into debt I'll get. It's starting to scare me.
Now, let us be swift. Next stop is our last crime scene.
I can never hire her on as an assistant again. Wait, where am I? And where am I going? Is that a baby I hear? The door's locked. Master, that door just now. Just our imaginations, probably. Just a random crying baby sound. It's fine. We're not gonna discuss it.
The next one is the art gallery.
Right.
But I wanted to explore. Okay, you know, I don't even remember getting here. I was zonked. Alright, so it's saying that I could reach my goal through either one.
I'm gonna lurk now. Good luck with investigating.
Alright, I appreciate you coming by. Thank you for chatting. Have a good lurk and have a good night. I will continue to try and solve this case. And if I ever go quiet, it is because I fell asleep. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Seems like they're restoring the building. It rains 24/7, no wonder the place is a wreck. Ah yes, another little tidbit of lore is that we are in the city that always rains. Another mystery that we must solve. La la, la la, this way. Okay. And also, you can tell how rich someone is by whether they have a normal umbrella or they have a drone carrying an umbrella for them. But then, how advanced does a drone need to be to, you know...
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
It's only 11. I have 1 more hour before my bedtime, so that then I can take... I have a 5-hour nap before I gotta go to work. Not to mention, I hope it doesn't snow anymore so that I don't have to.
Sounds like a familiar statement.
Yeah, I told you.
Gank by Dam says. Excuse me.
But I'm certain the crime scene has been cleaned
Gank
up
by
like the
Dam
others.
says.
Not that
Excuse.
it matters to me.
You're saying it right, I think.
Wait! It's not a good idea to break into the art gallery!
Why not? She doesn't hide shit.
Did you say something?
That's our Helara.
She's not even hiding it, not even doing it late at night.
The art gallery. It's one of many storage rooms. Come, I won't allow time to be wasted.
Wait, please!
Nah, you just waste my money instead. How are people supposed to get sick like 7 to 8 hours of sleep a day? That shit's ridiculous. I'm lucky if I can budget in 6. So I am now budgeting in 5.
Oh!
Well,
What is it?
Where do I think I'm going? I just wanted to explore.
Is this the storage room where the crimes...
We're going.
Oh, great.
We're like a couple of thugs or something.
You know, at this point, they might be justified in arresting us. Just for vandalism. Destruction of public and private property.
Was the first on the scene the person from the church again?
As expected, it's the same worshipper. And he did say he was following the victim after finding a doll with the same name.
Now, it would be too simple for the person who found each body to be the murderer.
Premises with the art gallery staff. When they opened this storage room, they discovered the body of the victim inside it. The door was locked at the time of discovery, and the key was found inside.
Ooh, another locked room mystery. That's more total. But I'm starting to get bored. It's not so special anymore.
What do you mean special? People have died. Let's start investigating.
Yeah, sounds good.
Find a way out. But I mean... Okay, let's do the corpse first this time. It's a girl.
Oh!
It's me.
Alright. The area's been cleaned up, probably by the peacekeepers or the art gallery staff. So let's look into the past.
Post-cognition reveals the crime scene in slightly faded colors.
You're gonna poeticize at me again?
The room looked vaguely hazy in my eyes, even with the rows of vivid paintings within the art gallery. The smell of paint oil that permeated the room wasn't that of the past, but the present. If even the smells from the past could be recreated, the stench of the corpse would be much more overwhelming.
Alright, what do we know about the corpse? I can't really see... Well, okay. I'm not sure if the blood splatter pattern or blood flow pattern is notable. It does look like she was just still laying down when she was nailed down.
Corpse of a young woman.
The victim's name is Issa Moe. She used her good looks to have relations with many men. The amount
Many
of
men?
suspects who could have written her name on the doll is nearly too high to count.
The victim has those same marks that suggest being strangled to death. Huh? But there aren't any scratches that would have been left from a struggle. And...
You noticed?
yeah, there's a wound on the back of her head. It looks pretty deep.
Oh, okay, so...
The real cause of death.
Either the murderer made some mistake and maybe killed her not in the way he meant to kill her, or the murderer has a very strange sense of ritual where even though she died by some kind of wound to the back of the head, he still had to strangle her, which is curious. Just a little bit curious. I have a nail file around here. I should. Go on then. Alright, now I can file my nail when they're talking. Or right now. When I was shoveling snow, I managed to chip a few nails. Very unfortunate. Okay, what else am I looking at? Nothing? Examine the shelf. I'm too short! Stacked boxes. The cardboard boxes are stacked up. Judging from the labels, the boxes were brought in after the murder. Not related to the investigation. Examine around the small window.
The only way in or out of here besides the door is this window.
The window jets out and is used as a vent. It doesn't appear big enough for someone to move through.
Currently, it opens outward slightly, but there are no other suspicious traces on it. It seems impossible to enter or exit through here.
Well, that's what we learned from the window. But is there anything different about it in the past? No, okay, nothing changed about the window in the past. Alright, so what's notable is that there are nails tacking this painting to the wall, but it could have been here before. And Shinigami is claiming that he is some edgelord protagonist everyone loves, but I can't really tell who he could be. Like, I don't know any character that looks like that. Dark haired with a red vest, etc. What's notable is that it's gone. But because it was a normal painting, you know, it could have just been taken. Right, what's different about this in the past? An old looking portrait was here. Oops. The portrait painting with nails driven into it. The picture really conveys its time period. Maybe the person depicted is an important figure from years ago. Shinigami says that he's just some old guy. Looks very boring.
You know.
Okay. There are cardboard boxes stacked up and there are art inside. And they seem to be meaningless to the case. Maybe. Let's investigate around the door.
There are 2 keys that open this door. Only one of them was inside the room at the time of discovery.
Alright, what does that mean?
The other one was owned by a member of the art gallery staff.
Was the staff the murderer?
That staff member always carried the extra key and used it to enter this room when the corpse was discovered.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they couldn't have done it themselves.
Where was the key found inside usually kept?
Good question.
It's supposed to be kept in the administrative office, but it's unknown if it was always there. Maybe it was lost and the culprit found it. Or perhaps the culprit secretly stole it. Either way, the culprit managed to obtain the key somehow.
One key was in the storage room. The other key was always carried by a staff member. If the culprit is that staff member, then this wouldn't be a locked room mystery, right?
Why go through the trouble of making it look like a locked room murder if you'd immediately become the first suspect?
I guess you wouldn't.
It's, I don't know, assuming that you're a smart murderer, but what if I'm not a smart murderer? Okay, what else is there? There's a blank canvas.
Well,
And the yelling. What is that famous painting called?
that's...
Maybe it's called The Scream? Alright, so in the past the painting was up there instead. But what else?
Yeah.
Blank canvas and a wooden frame. Okay, nothing seems to change between then and now. And they're saying there's no evidence that this is related to the case. Right, shelf with a basket. Stacked baskets up there. Ooh, tall. Shinigami says that she will take a look for us. We accomplished nothing. Why? What'd you find? You found nothing? Yeah, okay. Sculpture covered with a cloth. Sculpture with a sheet placed over it to keep dust off.
Ears.
Doesn't look like it's been moved for a long time. Yeah, you can tell from the dust that's gathered on the sheet. In other words, it's completely irrelevant. But what does it look like in the past? Ooh. There's another painting that looks like it was pierced by nails by the murderer, because I don't think in an art gallery they would hang a painting up so violently with nails.
The killer must have hammered a nail into the portrait instead of a doll. Why is there such a fixation on dolls?
It makes me wonder
Crime seems
how
so
sure we are about the order.
But this one's just sick and twisted.
What if this was one of the first ones instead? Because this one and well, these last two that we investigated just seemed less polished. Like, I don't remember the casino murder, having any strange details like this.
Oh,
Sculpture with the sheet over it. The position is familiar with. It's a sculpture with the sheet over it. The overall shape of the sheet is also unchanged.
You better hurry or you'll run out of time.
Well, you don't have a timer on me, okay? If you did, maybe I'd care. I'll take my time and press every single button.
But
Alright, there's baskets on top, but there's nothing with dust inside. Unrelated to the case, she says.
time to investigate.
Okay, you're saying time to investigate. I'm reaching the end of my mental fortitude. To be quite honest with you. I can't think that much longer. Okay, I already looked here, but... Oh, okay. I didn't look down at the painting right at my feet last time I did this. Doll nailed to the painting. Ooh.
a large painting lies on the floor, and a doll is nailed against the canvas.
But why is the doll emitting scary vibes?
One nail goes through the head, another nail is in the chest. But the nail in the chest also passed through the circular hole on the key's handle. Did the culprit leave the storage room after nailing the doll and key to the painting?
Well, that's what it seems
If that's the
like.
case, how did they lock the room? The key was nailed to the picture, so it couldn't have been used.
Well, that's what makes it a locked room mystery. I'm sure they figured out some trick.
And I need to find out what that trick is.
Alright. So... Alright, so I got another case where the key to the room was hidden under or on the victim's body. I guess just to prove a proof by the murderer, like, hey, I really did make this a locked room mystery. How could I have gotten out? I was penniless. What the fuck?
You better hurry or you'll run out.
What the fuck? Oh, okay. I about had a little bit of a heart attack. This painting right here, it looks like someone's corpse just piled into a bucket or something. It looks way too real. But it's gone.
Time to investigate.
But time to investigate, but I'm not sure what else to look at.
By the way,
I I will not accept.
That's not what I was. What were you able to?
What is the point of
Well, I was wondering if you could use your ability to look at my past.
I don't think that would work at all.
Lost memory?
the fact of the matter is,
Huh?
psychometry doesn't allow me to. I cannot consciously act. It's why I trained at the WDO.
Any piece of information would.
If you insist, I'll consider it.
100,000 Shien per use of her power.
That sounded cheap to.
Well,
Alright. I need to wake myself up in order to be able to find what I haven't investigated yet. But so this is
to
interesting.
investigate.
I'm going. So these people, like they have these powers, and they're like, when they start off, they're like generalized powers, but they go to the World Detective Organization and train them into something that can actually be used in an investigation. So Halara could just have general
You better hurry.
empathic powers, but she just developed them very thoroughly into this specific power. So maybe with time she could develop it into something more general again. General but powerful. Like just a general seeing into the past. Okay. Okay, I didn't examine around the door. How come this time you guys didn't leave the door open? No, I did do the door. Maybe I forgot to do the door in the past. Aha.
Lydia's Grace says. I napped.
You napped. Well, napping is... Well, I don't know if napping is good for you or not, but I hope you enjoyed your nap.
Did the culprit knock this?
I'm almost to bedtime.
If so,
Ooh.
it could have been used for some sort of
I'm
trick.
very sleepy though.
It's
Listen,
unwise
sleep
to
is-
make up your mind before conducting a proper investigation. It may have been like this before the murder, or it could have tipped over when the discovery was first made.
That's some
Alright.
debate.
You got carried away in the hopes of getting complimented. Aren't you an eager little puppy?
Be quiet.
I'm glad my lifespan is shorter, so I have less time that I have to suffer with this ghost.
I see.
I'm fairly sure that now I've investigated everything.
That should be enough.
Alright, I finished investigating here. I feel like the full picture is slowly starting to come together. In this one,
Down here?
I didn't get too many clues as to how the door was locked. You know, and how it became a locked door mystery. But I'm sure I will learn as we go through the mystery labyrinth. So that is the one thing that I don't like. My hope for any detective game or media
Hurry, or you'll run out of time.
is that they actually give you all the clues you might need to come up with the answer if you were good enough. Like without them explaining things. I'm not good enough, but I want to be. But yeah, I can't say that I know for sure how exactly anything happened this time. I didn't even see that many dolls. But
Lydia's Grace says.
That
Right,
should do
Kate.
it for the room. Next is
I mean, we can miss Ryuki all we want.
It'd be best to check outside of it.
Unless you want me to play the first game so you can see a little bit of him
Outside the window?
before that game. Or before the second game. Ooh. No, he really wasn't in the first game all too much.
Trying to inspect the window, but our buddy here really insists you do everything yourself, huh?
I literally don't even remember what she wanted me to do. She wants us to inspect the window.
And my master does.
She's probably gonna show us maybe her theory as to how they locked the door.
Detective.
Halara is wrong. I can't just rely on everyone else. That's why,
Or,
even so,
master, being overly nice for no reason is stupid.
I know.
Oh.
But
What are you mumbling about? Did you check the window?
oh, right.
Okay. Then I passed out for a little second. Where am I going?
Outside the window, could that have anything to do with the locked room?
Maybe. I wouldn't know. I'm trying to hold on. I'm grasping life
I wonder what Halara discovered.
by the reins and attempting to stay awake.
Laura is just having fun pushing you around.
I hope that's not the case.
I can't afford to be pushed around by you, Halara. I'm already so much in debt.
Let's rest.
Golded boxes are stacked.
Actually,
Wait, they've been left here.
Here's the window.
Let's see. Oh, okay.
Well, see anything strange?
No, nothing strange about it.
I see. Try entering through the window.
What? Between the gap? That's impossible.
Just try it.
Okay.
A new humiliation ritual.
I can't. I can't even put my arm through. I can stick a finger in, but that's it.
I thought so. Good job. You can return now.
Huh? Are you sure? Did you figure something out?
Did you not?
No, not at all. What's that about?
Cutscene. Alright, who are you? And are you going to kill me for looking through this window? Or worse, okay.
What are you doing here?
It's a staff member.
I'm not doing anything shady.
I'll call the peacekeepers.
Wait! I'm...
Alright, I'm supposed to trick the staff member. This is difficult, cause I could say I'm a peacekeeper, but I don't think they'd believe me. I can, reveal that I'm a detective, which is not good, but... I don't know, he seems like a good guy. I guess I'll just tell him I'm a detective.
uh-oh.
I'm investigating... Huh? You don't know what a detective is?
I guess detectives aren't that big in Kanai Ward. Must be because our fuzzhead chief is lazy.
Well...
We are special investigators for Amaterasu Corporation. We are currently investigating a case. Civilians must not interfere.
Huh? Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Hey, Halara, are you sure it's okay to lie like that?
I've told you before that deception is necessary to finish an investigation quickly. By the way, aren't you an employee here? There's something I'd like to ask you. Can you bring over the staff member who discovered the body from that murder case a month ago?
Oh, that would be me.
Perfect. Describe the events for us.
I'm scared to even remember it, but if it's part of the investigation, then I have no choice.
I'll leave the rest up to you.
Sure.
Okay. How did she lie to get him off our back? Doot, doot, doot. Doot, doot, doot. Yeah, she just said we're special investigations.
Now, please tell us what happened on the day of the murder.
That day, I was doing my closing procedures when someone from the church appeared. He said he wanted me to help him find someone and that he knew the person was inside the art gallery. So we looked around the premises together, but didn't find anyone. According to him, there was a chance that the person he was looking for was being pursued by the Nail Man. I couldn't help but feel terrified when I heard that.
How did you notice something was off about the storage room?
The lights were on, even though they were usually off, so I went to take a look. The door was locked, so I opened it with the key I had. But I was afraid to go any further. So I let the church person go first and open the door while I watched from behind. And then there was a corpse.
Did you touch the body?
Of course not. I was too afraid and froze at the entrance.
What about the churchgoer?
He saw what happened at the doorway and didn't go any further.
Are you positive you didn't touch anything inside after unlocking the door?
Yes, but the churchgoer accidentally kicked a paint can over when he opened the door. And paint spilled all over the floor.
So that paint was from back then.
Okay, I get the picture. Thank you. You may go now.
Oh, right.
Okay.
That brings all the information together. It's time to resolve the case.
Wait! I still have no idea what happened.
Time does not wait for you. Our deadline is approaching. You hurry back to the detective agency.
Huh? What about you?
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name. Halara Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
And gone. What are you gonna do, Master? We've checked everything we can. All that's left is to point out the true culprit, but...
If only it were that easy. Aw, I have no clue what to do.
Oh, stop being so pathetic. Why don't we go back to the detective agency for now? We might get to see Fuzzhead get executed.
All right, we need to help him. I need to hurry back before the chief gets executed.
Right, let's hurry. I want to know how they'll execute him, too.
I crave a nap.
Algophidius Gray says.
Yeah.
GUH. Algophidius Gray says. Go sleep.
At least we investigated every murder scene. Oh, it's
Shirison says.
just a fact.
Yeah, go sleep.
I gotta go sleep. Only about 30 minutes before the set bedtime that I was hoping for, but we'll see. I don't know. I just hope I don't have to shovel too much snow tomorrow. I gotta wake up. I gotta shower. I gotta wake up. Gotta potentially shovel snow. Hopefully shower. Go to work. Go back from work.
Come on, let's go! Go, go, go!
I'm going. Oh. The map where I don't really know where I'm going.
You better hurry!
But-
Or Fuzzhead will really be in danger!
You say so, but I don't believe it. How am I supposed to believe he's in any danger? And so I thought I was going the wrong way, but then I wasn't. Okay, I might get lost in this town before I can figure this out. Here? No, okay, not here. Wait. No, okay. Over here? No, this is an upstairs. I'm looking for I'm looking for a little alley.
You better hurry or you'll run out of time.
But I probably don't need to go to the church. But I guess it's cool that you let me. Okay. Not that way. Or is it? Yes, it is. Okay. I found it.
Alara seems to know who the real culprit is. That's incredible.
Come on! Where's
He's already
your
5
competitive
steps ahead of
spirit?
us.
You might be a trainee, but you're still a detective.
The obvious answer would be the churchgoer that keeps finding the bodies. Okay, I guess the question is, did I miss any requests? Yes, I did in Kanai Station. Alright, but since I don't want to deal with that, I'll do that after. Alright. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Shiro and Gray and Gank by Adam and Wallace for hanging about and coming by. It is time to sleeps. Wish me luck. I have.
Shirasan says. I was lurking a while. Shirasan says. Have a good night.
Well, I appreciate your lurk. I appreciate your existence. Oh, wish me luck getting up tomorrow and getting to work and all that. I mean, the one good thing is that I only have 1 day of work, then 2 days off again, and then I work this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So all I have to do is be a good worker tomorrow. Very difficult for me, but I will try. Good nighty nights. Where is the... Okay.